Hi, I'm Bill Holliday with AIO Financial. We're a fee only comprehensive financial planning firm. Fee only means we don't receive commissions and we don't sell any financial products. We're only compensated by our clients. We're held to a fiduciary duty, meaning we're put our clients' interests ahead of our own. And we're comprehensive, meaning we're going to work with all aspects of your financial well being. We were founded in the 80s. We work with clients all over the US, and we have several international expat clients. There are three advisors here. I started in 2005. Alex and Val are also advisors at our firm. There are five main areas where we're working with clients, five different financial issues. One is investments, review and management, retirement and spending planning, taxes, insurance, and estate planning, and any other financial issue. We generally start with a retirement spending plan so that we have an idea of your cash flow needs. We look at your retirement objectives, age. We can evaluate any number of scenarios, but we'll look for a target retirement age, life expectancy, dependence. We look at your income during different time periods. We look at your expenses, your ongoing expenses, and your individual expenses that may come up or expenses that could last a stretch of time, your assets, and your debt. With that information, we can come up with a plan, and we may need to make adjustments to make sure we have a robust, realistic plan. We can try different scenarios and see what different plans would look like. So, on the investment side, once we have a plan in place, we will have a time horizon. We generally use exchange traded funds, sometimes mutual funds, CDs, treasuries, municipal bonds, sometimes market linked CDs or individual stocks and bonds. So once we have this investment plan and cash flow needs, it helps us have a target portfolio. So we look at your risk tolerance, how comfortable you are with ups and downs in the market with your portfolio. Once we have a target, then we generally recommend broad diversification. So different size companies on the equity side, different styles of companies, broad diversification in industries, geographic locations of those companies. On the bond side, we're looking at different qualities and different durations. And then when we have that target portfolio, our strategy is generally to regularly rebalance. So as your portfolio drifts from the target, we'll bring it back in line. And it forces us to sell when asset classes are high, buy when they're lower, and keep your portfolio in line with your goals. Another important area we look at is tax planning. So we're definitely looking at that retirement spending plan. We're looking at your investments, tax planning. We are looking at year by year what's happening. We'll usually take the previous year's tax return, look at what's changing or what could change in the current year. We can look at different scenarios. We can look at the next few years to see what makes most sense to minimize your long-term taxes. We look at different deductions, what we can do to minimize them. We'll summarize this year and following years, and then look for strategies to minimize those taxes. We're also looking at long-term taxes. So there may be years where your tax rates will be lower than other years, and we want to take advantage of that. We may want to do Roth conversions or something that generates more tax when you're in a lower tax bracket and avoids higher taxes in the future. We look at insurances. So we're looking at auto, home, if you have dependents, life insurance, umbrella, possibly long-term care, if you have a policy, and we can discuss pros and cons of different coverages or different types of insurance. We're primarily looking to make sure the liability makes sense given the size of your estate. We're also generally looking at higher deductibles, minimizing riders. Um, yeah, but making sure you have appropriate coverage. As far as estate plan, we're looking to make sure beneficiaries are in line with your goals. And then we do review estate plan documents. So your will or trust, your powers of attorney, living will, and make sure those are in line with your goals. We do have many clients interested in sustainable, responsible, or socially responsible investing. That consists of three main objectives or three main strategies: screening, shareholder advocacy, and community investing. What it really is an investment strategy to maximize return, but also to maximize your impact, your social good with your investments. And we use some different tools. Our main tool is Your Stake to evaluate portfolios to make sure they're in line with your values or goals. And we can look at their shareholder advocacy resolutions that they've proposed. We can look at funds, what their exposure is in different sectors, in different areas, how active they are with shareholder engagement, and look at their expenses and returns. We can also look at company by company. Our fees are for our ongoing clients are based on the assets that you have us manage. So we have clients that don't have us manage any assets. That's fine. We do have a minimum fee. And then if we're managing assets, we do bill accordingly. Uh, for the first 500,000, it's 1% of the assets that we manage. Next 500,000, 0.7, next million, 0.5, up to or down to 0.3% of the assets we're managing per year. And we'll engage with you throughout the year with reports, rebalancing reports. We will manage investments. We'll review that spending plan, taxes, insurance, estate plan, and any other financial issue are part of our services, our ongoing services with clients. Um, if you want to go forward, really, you just set up a meeting with us and we'll set you up with eMoney, one of our tools that has a virtual cloud storage. We'll request documents that would be helpful for us to get going. You can upload documents. And then we have several meetings to get you set up. So we'll get a financial plan in place up front. And then ongoing, we'll be providing financial reports, and you can contact us anytime. You can set up meetings anytime when you have questions. We do want to deal with financial issues as they come up. We do offer one-time upfront meeting, just an hour meeting. We charge $500 if you don't want ongoing service. And again, we can work with people who don't even want us to manage. We'll make recommendations on accounts. We'll do everything else, but you'll do your own trades and deal with your own forms. We can do that when we're managing assets. All right. Well, if you want to set up a free meeting just to go over your financial situation, you can set that up. I have a link here. If you have more questions or you want more information, another place is at our website, AIOfinancial.com. We do have free financial tools, free ebooks at our site, and you can email us or give us a call. All right. Thanks for your time. Bye.